Guys, welcome. What a magical, incredible time. We've had our annular solar eclipse in Capricorn, and we're about to have our full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer. And it's on the 10th, and I said the 16th in one of the readings, and I would like to clarify it's the 10th. Right now, the message is we're expanding from the South Node. Past lives, where we've been. This is connected to our karmic patterning. This is an ending to have a beginning. Past lives, transformation, and now we're going to transform, and this is through the dark. This is the dark night of the soul. But what we're doing is we're expanding to our 10 of Cups, our life's purpose, our new patterning. And this is connecting to soul tribe members. This is having what we need in order to expand, everything becoming in alignment. Because we have got the South Node and the North Node, the connections to the moon. The ecliptic path that the moon takes. It's connected to Sagittarius, I see. And Sagittarius is connected to Jupiter. And Sagittarius is expanding, connected to the sun, connected to the moon. It's the energy of seeing what needs to be seen in order to expand with, and hitting your mark, hitting your aim. And we're about to right here. Now Sagittarius and Jupiter are also connected to the 9th house. And what we're expanding. We're having faith. And this is where we're expanding our school systems. And this is also the meeting where we would meet. You know, birds of a feather that flock together. We may be different, but we're meeting, we're congregating, and it's to meet up with, you know, new age ideas and expansion. It's connected to psychic or psychic gifts, but to the written word, to the philosophies, school systems even. Now we know we just had our solar eclipse, and that's the great change, the Two of Wands. The great change that comes into our life, that expands us. And this is when the sun and moon are in alignment but are in direct opposition from one another. We're having our lunar eclipse. And it's bringing the change. Here's the change. 3 things cannot be hidden long. The sun, the moon, and the truth. And that's what's happening here thanks to Buddha. We are going to expand with our truths. This is all about transformation. Every card here, it's all part of the transformation. The great expansion. And this is the 5 of Cups. And we're ending to begin again. And this is the time we're in. Black Moon Lilith is here. The Queen of Swords to help us with our authentic tune and truth. The dark goddess of the moon. This is to destroy in order to create and allow the expansion to happen. And then we have the energy of Scorpio transform, and we transform here, and this is connected to sex, birth, death. This is the death card in the tarot. This is our metamorphosis. And that is connected to Capricorn, the energy of the solar eclipse, and what we're going to use to expand. This is one ambitious sign, and it's all about expanding what's practical in order to expand. And this is the Devil card. We're expanding from the devil energies, what's holding us back, our karmic patterning. And we have Pisces here. Now Pisces is the oldest of the signs and contains all the others, the knowledge of all the other signs within them. Said to have walked many past lives that accumulate great knowledge. And this is the energy of the Hanged Man. This is the Fibonacci spiral. This is actually expanding with our light, with our connection to the divine. And this is connected to the 12th house, Pisces, and the 12th house. And you can even see the symbolism within the cards. And we have the 4 of Cups here because we're going to be working with the Cups energy for the great transformation. Now the 12th house contains all the knowledge of all the other signs as well as the other planets. It's the zodiac's gutter, the oneness, the all. And it also is the connection between twin flames. This card speaks of twin flames and the dream cloud that we're trying to hold on to here, that we're trying to create and manifest from the heavens to the earth. And it's all about seeing through our illusions with the cup and being able to allow the great change, being able to allow the great revolution and actually working on it, materializing it, expanding it, activating it. Truth, just rocking thy truth. You know, being completely, having that positive charge of the light and being able to be truthful, vulnerable, compassionate, tolerant, and just expanding with your universe from within to without, with like the whole truth and nothing but the truth, but in a way that allows you to protect yourself and expand, and being honest with yourself. It doesn't mean you're going to tell everyone your truth everywhere all over the place. No, you're truthful with yourself and you're expanding and you're on mission and you're doing what you got to do, because we're transforming from the 4th house, our roots. And this is our past lives and how we've been nurtured from all the way to the past now to the present. And this is our connection between our mother as well as our father and how we were nurtured and how we nurture thyself. And this is ruled by the moon, the 4th house, Lady Luna. And seeing through our own illusions in order to expand. Because we are going to expand from the 4th house to the 10th house. And the 10th house is achieving maturity. And the 10th house is also connected to Saturn and Capricorn. And when we've reached this space, we're using this energy in order to expand and materialize. We've met up with Capricorn. We've met up with the devil and we're ready to transform. And we have transformed. It's time. And what we do is we work with the 8th house. We end to begin again. And this is the 9 of Swords. And this is we're having an ending to have a beginning. And it's connecting to our ancients, our ancient lineage, as well as it's connected to sex and death and rebirth. This is transformation. This is the card of transformation. It is connected to Mercury being in retrograde and the reinvention and what we were being shown at that time. Because this is also connected to the longest night. And these set of cards here, the longest night and the dark night of the soul. And what were we shown? Our patterning that we don't want to be creating with, because this is now up to us. It's up to us to not be creating with that patterning anymore. So if you've been shown, okay, you know what, I don't want to create with this anymore. It's not like, you know, the light just comes in and just starts playing puppets with your hands. No, you now are consciously making the choices to make other patterns, and you got to fight through that, because we're habitual. We're fighting through addictions with lower vibrational, but we have to fight through it, and we're fighting through it because our lives matter, and what we came here to create matters. Our purpose matters. This evolution matters. The great change matters. The golden ages and the building of them matter. And this is how we're doing it. The energy of Aquarius. The best way to experience the future is to invent it. The humanitarianism energy. The thought to water. We're actually putting the thought to our emotions. We have the right and left brain. They're functioning together. We've entered the flow. And that's what we're really doing here. We're having the great change to activate our authentic purpose, our light, and create flow and our mission and our transformation from our old patterning to the new. And the moon and the sun are helping us to do this. But the moon, especially this lady Luna, wow. What a powerful force. And we know the patterns that everything has to do with. It's the first house, the body, our new beginning. And it's connected to the sixth house, our routine. The energy of Virgo. How are we going to now in our daily routine every day have self-care? And this is understanding. Yes, we're more than just a body. We're ethereal. But yes, we also have to take care of our body. We have to take care of our health. That's part of transformation, and that's also part of reaching authentic tune. And right now, we're connecting the water and air elements and the fire and earth elements. And now we have everybody in the zodiac. We've all showed up for this great grand transformation thanks to these eclipses, the sun and the moon. Thank you. I'm glad I showed up today because we're being blessed. It's time for our blessings. We don't just do all this work for nothing either. We're being gifted. And this is about growth and expanding consciousness, expanding awareness, and then materializing it, building with it. And speaking of building, we know that the spirit whisper, divine guidance, and higher knowing and knowledge is right within our grasp. That's what we're being gifted from the divine. And our messages from the sun, we're going to take hold because we're having the inevitable change. We've made the connection between the masculine and feminine. We've freed the child. This is, inner child healing. This is connection, Merkaba and working order. And we're creating with all the elements here, the shape shifting, the vector equilibrium, and that's when we equal the same within as without, and we're creating with phi, the golden ratio. We're becoming golden. And we know we're creating with these two shapes, from the earth star to the soul star, the hexagon to the dodecahedron. And this is how we're grounding and anchoring from the past to the present, and we're pulling in the future. It's all happening. And we know it's because we're freeing the inner child and we're creating joy. And look at, we pulled together those 2 tetrahedrons. And we've really pulled together 4 tetrahedrons, and we're working within the dodecahedron. And within there is fulfillment and connection to the all through our wisdom. And that's how we gain greater insight. And this is the patterning we're creating. We're the dream weaver that's laying foundations to manifest. And this is the patterning we are connecting to and creating. And it is connected to the love frequency of self-love and soulmate connection. And this is the Vesica Pisces. And we're going to have a reading directly to the masculine and feminine and speak about that next time. But right now, the towers come in to knock out what needs to be knocked out from these devil energies. Because we're having the great change in order to heal with the star, because we've created peace on the path of the moon. And we went within and we had the connections we needed to have in order to be able to transmute and balance our karmic scales and find justice. And this is going from the south node to the north node. Grounding the heavens to the earth. Pulling in the energies to form love. And we evolve because we found strength to do so. And to endure. To endure the connection between the masculine and feminine and stay in flow. And here we're connecting to Jupiter, to Sagittarius. We see that it's transformation time. It's time to expand. And we do so. We expand. We embody our new transformations from within to without, our new patterning. Our authentic tune, our truth, we just rock it. We add the positive charge. And we move forward. We create forward motion. And now we're creating with the energy of the spider web. We're doing more than laying just foundations. We're building. We're building with our light. We're laying foundations to connect to our abundance, thanks to Jupiter and Sagittarius. The fire energy. We're going to use our truth, connect to our truth, thanks to Saturn, the Lord of Karma, and our connection to Capricorn. And this is the energy of the Tower, Uranus. The genius, great genius. And it's just being able to not be emotionally charged, to allow the Tower in and just continue to remove what needs to be removed in order to connect to our abundance. Because that's what we're doing. We're connecting to our abundance. Now, let's get our messages that go with these messages. What a blessing to have all the signs come together like this, and to just be part of a transformation all together, and to just rise up and heal and transform and really unite. And that's what this is all about. It's about uniting. Uniting with self, uniting with others, and harmonizing, expanding. What a beautiful journey. And thank you guys for joining me here. It means a lot, honestly, from my heart to yours. I appreciate it. I know all about the dark night of the soul and transformation, and I feel like so many of my transformations have happened because I was just being transformed no matter what. I felt like the divine was pulling me. Well, it was kicking and screaming sometimes, but I was transforming because it was a thing to do. There's nothing like being shown the way. And the Page of Pentacles is being shown the way of connection and of the light. This is how to ground our spark and ground God consciousness. And I feel like combine it with our desires. We're learning that balance. That's what the message of this card is. We're learning how to accept ourselves as who we are, and that just have that be a healthy, healing vibration all in itself, just authentic tune. But then, like, how do we take some of the lower vibrational things we feel and transmute and transform them through our desires? And it starts with intention. Where does our intention come from? And then how are we going to ground and carry out what we're manifesting? Well, guys, those cards did not feel right. And I was called to go and grab these ones. And I always listen. And I love finding out why. What a blessing to be a part of this expansion and uniting together and healing and resonating and making sense of some of this. Ten of Swords. So there's our ending. There's the end of old self to create the new. We go, from the south node to the north. The ecliptic path of the moon. We're riding the wave. And this is connecting to our crown. And something's being created in the void with the Ace of Swords, but it's connected also to the Two of Swords. It's peace. And now we have the Queen of Pentacles. And this is grounding our new patterns. This is manifesting. This is creating with the elements. And look at that. You can see the double helixes. You can see the DNA. And that is connected to the dodecahedron. And I'll link the reading down below for these for anyone who hasn't checked these out yet. The cards that these readings came from. But this has to do with our connection to the light. And we've now gone from a disconnection to a connection. And we're doing this within. Like, she doesn't even need to see what she's doing here. Because she's activated from within to without. It's like she's become part of the transformation. Her environment has become a part of her. And she has become a part of her environment. And it's activating and changing. And it's connected to the moon. In this fourth house roots, it's all about our environments. And we're going to shapeshift our environments too, to allow holistic health and healing within them. We need to change the templates to create a new. And this is doing so. I can see that this Ten of Swords is connected to this Queen of Pentacles. It's like there's the shift from the south node to the north node right there. We have the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Cups. We're speaking our truth. We know that this is Sagittarius, the energy of Sagittarius. I see the connection to the sun and the moon. The warrior, the wounded warrior that's continuing to keep going, to endure transformation. And it's balance. It's having balance of the light within the light and balance of the light within the dark. And that's how we can hit our mark. We can hit our aim. And right now it's like the dark is still trying to cause him pain, but he's not going to allow it so. Because he's connected to the oneness. And he's also connected to his new patterns. And he's got the spoken word of the truth is the word. It's all the truth. And it's connected to God, the source, the light. Just what is. And it's allowing him to battle back. And it's allowing activation. And we know Pisces is here. Pisces, I believe, in the energy of Pisces. And while Pisces is working, there's those right there. And alchemy. So working with the energy of alchemy as well as connecting to the ancients, the past, Thoth. And there's spirits there. There are spirits that Pisces is connecting to. And she's expanding. And this is also expanding with the sacral chakra. But this is like the energy flowing, like it's actually creating life. Like from within her whole being. And then all of this, look at that tree all sprouting behind. And there's imagery of the female productive system. And then there's a tree sprouting off here. Because so much is happening. Like this is connecting to, this is doing this. Okay, so this is connecting to Pisces and the 12th house and everything we discussed about in here. In these two cards. But then it's like you add the energy of Capricorn I used and everything we discussed in here. How we're going to use the elements to materialize. So we're in the oneness. We're lost with all of the knowledge of the zodiac, all of the the planets, the good, the bad, the extremes, the everything, the all of creation. And then we're going to use this energy, the Capricorn energy, along with Aquarius, I know. And we're going to actually materialize and expand, but create the future all at the same time. And it's like Pisces is using all this energies in order to create a new. And it's connected to the serpent and the fish and the koi fish swimming upstream that turns into the dragon and doesn't give up, completely fighting upstream. And that's what we're doing. We're fighting upstream in order to transform. And this is like Pisces is doing this through the heart, as well as the connection to the alchemy and the ancients. And Thoth. Past, present, and future are all meeting up. And the wheel's turning. The wheel's turning. And this card and this card are the exact same card. Our abundance is the wheel. It's connected to the wheel in the tarot. And we've left the space of the hangman here. We've transformed from the hangman. We're expanding here. There's the birth of our new life. We've seen through our illusions. And something's activated here, and something we're creating with our new patterns. And something's activated here. Something that's hidden comes to light. And there it is. We have the Chariot, Metatron's cube. Patterns of creation. Sword of clarity. And we've activated our new DNA patterning. And we're using that as one of our tools in order to transform with, as well as continue to go on our purpose and continue being a warrior of the earth. And the divine is here. The divine is here supporting our transformation. And like, it's like we've really become one here. I can see how integrated we've become into the oneness here. This is really evolving and ascending and leveling up and becoming more a part of creation. That's what we're doing. We're becoming more a part of creation. And it's like we're balancing the 5D and the 3D. We're balancing them and creating peace. That's really how I feel right now. The message. Well, let's get our message. What's our message? The message to go with the message to go with the message. It's an event. Commitment. Love this quantum oracle. Loving it. A promise. This card shows a man signing papers at a table, and it foretells a commitment on the horizon. It may in fact be in the form of a romantic relationship or even a marriage. There could also be a business commitment or a job offer, a partnership, a rental agreement, or the sale of a house. All these activities bode well for you at this time. This may also signify a good resolution to a legal matter, especially one that you've been dealing with for a while. Of course, you'll still need to do your research and get a clear understanding of your part of this commitment. Investigate what is expected of you and what you can expect. of anyone else involved. Being well informed will help with the new endeavor go smoothly. Indeed, being prepared and informed helps all areas of life. The universe blesses your commitments and brings your personal power and highest intention to all that you do. Affirmation: I commit to myself in every way and I draw beneficial commitments to me. So it's connected to what's meant for us. Angels of 4 directions. This is incredible because now we have messages from all 4 elements that connect and correlate to all 4 angels. We're really pulling everything together. This is magical. Uriel, Raphael, Micheal, and Gabriel. Angels of the 4 directions, the 4 elements. The light of an angel reaches out in every direction. This indicates a powerful connection taking place at this time. Now, Uriel and Raphael, the angel of the north, is an immensely valuable inspiration. If you're working on a creative project or if you're just in need of some new ideas on some old issues, Uriel is ready and willing to help. This angel connects you to the universal energy and Akashic information that exists all around you. So call on Uriel to leave any dark confusion behind and bring the insight you require at this time. This fire of God will certainly light up your life. Now we have the fire energy. Next, we're moving on to the water. The next messenger is the Archangel Raphael. This wonderful angel supports you with matters of love, healing, children, and relationships. So invite his presence to help resolve your love and relationship issues and bring the physical healing you desire. The energy of this angel is so powerful, he is often called the miracle worker. When you receive this card upright, you know that it's time to open your heart and your life to Raphael's loving assistance. The miracle you seek is closer than you think. Well, thank goodness after all this transformation. Now we're moving on to Earth. The magnificent power of the Archangel Micheal. The Archangel of the South can touch your life with strength and stability. You may be experiencing a situation in which you've been feeling a loss of power, but now is the time to turn that around. Call on Micheal to help you deal with any feelings of insecurity, whether physical, personal, or financial. This is a time of major shifts. We know that major shifts. Believe in yourself and take action on your own behalf. Micheal will infuse you with the strength you need to rise. This card also brings Gabriel. So we've gone now from earth to air. The Archangel of the West. He is the angel of communication and he can be of assistance in communication projects. We need some assistance there. He can also help you change your self-talk. Engage in the optimistic and self-honoring language that you know you deserve. Gabriel will help make your self-loving language a reality. He can also empower you to speak up to others. If you have the habit of shutting down or even if there's just something you need to express, now is the time to open up. Sometimes Micheal and Gabriel join together to assist in this endeavor. Micheal brings the courage and Gabriel the words. So get ready. It's time to speak your truth. We need all the help we can get right now. We do. Like, I like to laugh and joke and use that energy of the comedian to help lift vibration. Because this is one wow of a transformation to heaven, to earth, with a positive charge. I invite the power and wonderful energy of the 4 angels. I ask for help and healing, and I give thanks. We need to give thanks. We need to really try to create with that positive charge any which way we can through this transformation. Understand, like, expand with the big picture and see, like, this transformation is for us too. It's not like we're going through and experiencing all these things for, to create for the greater good. We're part of the greater good. We're part of the collective. And every little tune that we tweak around here and we get to authentic vibration, it makes a difference because we're all connected. We're all one. We're uniting. We're uniting. And we have all four corners of the world joining up. The elements. We have the moon and sun. We have the north node and the south node. Like, everything here was here showing us. It's all helping us with this transformation. We're all in alignment with this transformation. It's time, guys. It's time to shapeshift. It's time to transform. Where are we going? Where are we going? Well, we're moving from the Five of Pentacles. We're moving from the lack of, and where are we going to? We're shifting from the Four of Cups to the Six of Pentacles. That's how. We know we're going from the 5 to the 6 through the 4 of Cups because we're going to get rid of that stagnant energy. We're going to get rid of what needs to go. This is healing with our heart. Look, his heart is the shape of a dodecahedron. And now it's about our heart and putting back the pieces together from the 5 to the 6. And we're doing this. But to put the pieces together, we're creating a new, and look, there it is, the 10 of Cups. We know now that's our life's purpose. That's what we're creating. That's what this is all about. And there's the masculine, feminine, and child, and they're all being showered with that cup. And I love the the little kitty, and that there's a hawk there. The hawk is stealth. The hawk is swift. We're using that bird as swift. And look, you can see the connection. Look at the tetrahedrons and the coming together of the patterning. We're pulling it all together. We're pulling it all together. North, east, south, west. Earth, air, water, fire. The heavens to the earth through us. And I love that you can see the sacred geometry. Look, that's the key. The keyhole is right there within the patterning. We shift and we connect to the patterning of life, the patterning of creation. That's why we're going to really connect to creation through the Chariot. We have to make the connections, though, of the masculine, feminine, and child. That's what we've been doing. And you can see that they're not connected, the masculine and feminine, right here. They're experiencing lack of. This is dark night of the soul, our old karmic patterning, karmic wounding. But here, look, we're connecting to patterns of balance. And we know, the Two of Pentacles was just here. And we got our message from it. But there's the balance. But you can see that there's a dragon serpent around the masculine and feminine. And look, the shadow self has been turned upside down. Meditate on that for a minute. And we're being balanced. We're being paid out. This is the devil energies paying us out for balancing our karmic scales. Because we've restored balance. This is key. And there is the connection to our roots. And we've come full circle here with the Queen of Wands. Look at her roots. Look at her root system here. And look at this Tiger Man's root system. His feet are roots. Tree roots. And there's the connection. And this is all thanks to this Pisces energy right now. The energy of Pisces is key. It's connecting us to transform with our light. It's helping us with this alchemy and the transformation right now. That's incredible. I want to thank you guys for joining me here. I look forward to seeing you at next reading. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today.